からID もらってない？はい。どうぞ。ありがとう。じゃ、これ読んどいてね。ネルフ。父さんの仕事。なんかするんですか、僕は。そうですね。用もないのに父が僕に手紙をくれるはずないですよね。そっか。苦手なのね、お父さん。私と同じね。すごい。本当にジオフロントだ。そう。あれが私たちの秘密基地。ネルフ本部。世界再建の要。人類の砦となるところよ。
Right. Hello. So I'm doing a live stream on YouTube, even though I didn't warn anyone about it. So most likely no one will go online to watch it, which is fine. Why am I doing it on YouTube? It's mainly so I can get some work done, and in the meantime, talk to you guys on YouTube to apologize for not posting any videos for the last, God knows, 4 months. Now, okay, let me focus on this first. I'm scanning a page from my sketchbook here. So if I manage to make it smaller, yeah, that's my scanner. And that page here you see here, that's my sketchbook. So I'm gonna scan that. I'm gonna ink this sketch I did a few weeks ago, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram after I do that. So you'll see my process happening from the very beginning. So let's do that. Scan that, and hopefully my scanner won't be playing up, which usually does when I'm doing live streams. No, seems fine now. Hooray. Okay, that's good. Oh, what do you know? I actually have 6 people watching my impromptu, my last minute YouTube live stream, which is great. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Right, so I have like a standard format for images I'm going to place on Instagram, so I'll be using that. So I'll take this guy away. You can see the layers I'm using there. That was the original sketch for that guy. So you can see it there, and it went from there to that, and that with the filling. So right, we're gonna get rid of this guy. Boom. What did I have there? Oh, okay, I had that there before. Okay, now I'm gonna bring this in here, and we'll have to save that file as something else, so we don't, which happens to me every now and then, so I don't save on top of the already made file. So let's do that now. Let me put this lady here and avoid that. There we go. Okay, and for those of you actually watching the live stream, you're welcome to ask any questions and I'll answer them. Okay, now we can get rid of this. And, oh, okay, so I usually make a second window of the file I'm working on, so I can look at it on my bigger screen while I'm working, and that this stops me from having to check on the navigator or zooming out all the time, etc, etc. So that's that. Okay, now I can go full screen here. Let's lower that, and okay. So we can click off here. Let's make a blank layer that we can work on. I'll show you my brushes. Use the Kyle brushes. I'm not sure if most of you are illustrators who are very active online. You'll see this sort of bunch of brushes by this guy called Kyle. And he makes some really, really good brushes, and they're very cheap. He sells like a whole pack of these for something like, I don't know, I think it's $20, and they're absolutely worth it. I particularly like this one. I think it's called the Kyle Toothpick Pen or something. It's got a really nice texture, and I think it really sort of makes me think of my pen stuff. So I like it. It's got a nice texture and it doesn't feel too digital. So that's what I usually use. So yeah. Oh, okay. I've got someone commenting on the live stream now. That's pretty good. Hello, crazy old tart. Right. Okay. I think I recognize your username from somewhere else, either Twitter or Instagram. Okay. So now we know what we're doing, guys. Let me check the DPI in this file. That's fine. I can handle that. All right, let's get cracking. So yeah, once again, apologies to people who follow my my channel here on YouTube. I think of all the social medias, you guys are the most neglected for me, and I'm very sorry about that. I don't do it on purpose. It's just to make a video, at least for me, it takes a lot of time, and the only way for me to do a video and it doesn't take me as much time is doing something like this. So the live stream is pretty good in the sense that I don't have to edit anything, I don't have to prepare anything. I'll just sit here, talk to you guys, and then it's recorded, and then you guys can watch it later on. So I think that's pretty good. So I'm thinking, if I don't get to do any proper videos this month, you guys will be getting a few of these. I usually do my live streams on Instagram, and they're fairly popular, I'd say. But obviously that doesn't mean I'll forget about YouTube. I have lots of plans for videos I want to make for YouTube, but it's a lot of work, and I think I'm pretty busy as it is with my tattoo work, comic book work, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm trying to find a way to do it, try to organize myself. We'll see what happens, but I do appreciate the support on YouTube. I think you guys engage a lot, and you leave me comments on videos that I haven't updated in ages, so I appreciate that. Whenever I see a comment on YouTube, it reminds me that I need to get my ass into gear and do something. So we'll definitely be seeing more videos. I hope. I said that last time. Anyway, I've been traveling quite a bit, especially the month of May and June. I spent quite a few weeks in Canada and Germany and Austria. And I went to Canada for the TCAF Comics Festival. Well, I'll call it TCAF. It's a Toronto, I think, what is that? TCAF, Toronto Comics and Art Festival. And it was absolutely amazing. Everyone there is really passionate about comics, and they're excited to meet new creators. And I thought I was going to show up and no one will know of my work, and I'll have to sort of do all the legwork and show people what I'm about. But surprisingly to me, quite a few people knew about me, even if it's just by name. They knew about Crom, and that was incredibly flattering and exciting for me, because obviously you never think about how people are aware of your work in other places. But for me, TCAF was a great experience, and Toronto is an amazing city. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. In Canada in general, I just had a very, very lovely time there. So, you know, if you guys can, you should go to Toronto. And if you can make it to TCAF next year, you should do it. It's an amazing festival, incredibly well organized, and you can feel that it's being organized by people who have a real passion for comics. So I really recommend it. Now, as far as Comic Cons this year, in the UK, I'll be going to my favorite Comic Con in the UK, which is Fall Bubble. Fall Bubble happens every year in the city of Leeds, that's north of England, and it's an amazing festival with very talented people and very talented artists. and that's the scene where I started from. That's the first Comic Con I went to show my graphic novel, Golden Campaign. So I have a sense of sort of loyalty to that festival, and I try and go every year. So yeah, if you can go this year, I'll be there. And then, well, the vibe at football is really nice. Everyone is open to discuss things and talk about comics and share what they know. For which I'm all for. You know, I enjoy talking to people about the craft and about the industry and how to get better. And I think you always get to learn new things, and you get sort of new knowledge when you talk to people about these things. So yeah, come around if you can make it in the UK, and yeah, say hello. That'd be nice. I know a few of you were asking me to make second videos on how to do things and how to draw stuff here and there. That's something I'm looking into. I don't normally know how to explain my process to people very well, and that's what I'm trying to work on. I know many of you ask questions about my influences and what inspires me. All these kind of questions that should be answered. I just need to find a way to do it in a way that if in the future someone asks these things, I can just point them out to a video and then they can see it. Some sort of a video FAQ kind of thing, and just make a whole thing out of it. I'll see. I'll have to think about it. So yeah, if any of you is expert YouTuber and you wanna give me some advice, I'm all open for it. I'll be very grateful about it. Same with Patreon. Hey, you know what? Since I'm here, I'm just gonna talk about it. I've been flirting with the idea of doing a Patreon. Something that I've always tried to stay away from. Things like Patreon and Kickstarter. These are things that I never saw as my thing. That I always thought, you know what, it's just not the kind of thing I will do. But recently I've been considering Patreon quite a lot, purely because I want to develop the story of the Birkin. And I think, look, making comics is a lot of time and money. And I want to make the Birkin on my own terms, in the same way I did my other graphic novels, keeping sort of creative control over them and you know all that. But that's really hard, and doing it in my own painting, you know, it's possible. I've done it before. It's just that it would take forever for me to finish it in that way. And if I could find a way to involve more people in the project and get some funding through a platform like Patreon to sort of keep on pushing the project and make the Birkin happen, then that's I'm all for it, and I'll try and do something like that if I can. I'm trying to gather more information on how to do a Patreon properly. I think a failed Kickstarter or a failed Patreon are more damaging than just never doing one. So yeah, I'm looking into that. Like I'm being very candid about it, guys. There's no point trying to act cool about it and being convinced that these things will work out just because. So yeah, you know, we all have doubts about the things we want to do, and I'm voicing this right now here in front of you guys. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on it, do make sure you leave comments here, or just send me a private message on Instagram to talk about it. I'm very interested in making that happen. I just need more info. I need to do more research on it. I need to talk to some of my illustrator friends who have patrons to see what they think are the upsides to it and the downsides of it. Anyway, in the meantime, I think if you're slightly frustrated with my lack of videos here and involvement, I'd say Instagram is the place to go, purely because that's the platform I'm using, and that's where I am most active at the moment. I do tweet a lot, but Twitter is a bit more casual. It's not so much about the work; it's more about cats and animated GIFs, which I'm all, which I love, but maybe that's not what you're after. So yeah. So this is how we're looking, guys. Sometimes I'll make a different layer to do the feeling of what I'm drawing, but if it feels right, I'll just fit it in. If it's not going to be an issue, I'll just do it. In this case, so that's a big feeling. So I'll just do that through the new layer. Like that. Fill it in, just like this. And yeah, I do like to. I mean, I could just use the bucket, but I like it when you get that sort of scribbly sort of texture that you can see here. It feels more organic, I think. You see that? I like that. So I do that on purpose, and I like it. So yeah, let's do a bit more of that here. Obviously, the advantages of doing that on a different layer is if for some reason I overstep it, or if I go over the line, I can just read it without worrying about the line, obviously. So that's one of the main reasons why a different layer is so important. Hello, Brooklyn's weird. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. If you're wondering what I have in the background, I'm watching one of the new films, well, newish Evangelion films. It's the kind of stuff I like to put in the background while I work. Kind of reminds me why I'm doing what I'm doing. In a weird way, when I was a kid, I just when I was, I don't know, 13, 14, I'll just be watching anime in my room and drawing comics. That's what I'll be doing, and yeah, doing it now just sort of reminds me of that. Oh, hey, Brian. So yeah, hence why probably I wasn't doing as many typical teenager things back then. But he made me who I am, and I'm happy and proud of it. Okay, do that here. You can see I'm sort of improvising here, sort of going on a different direction from the original sketch. But that's what makes the inking so exciting, because you can still make changes to this. Yeah. Look at that. And then even if like for example, I'm hating this bit here, looks a bit weird. Change that. Try and make it feel more real. They have like the bandages are just sort of very cartoonish. I don't know if I can explain it to you guys. Sometimes it's just a bit of a gut feeling thing that you only get with experience, I think. So right now we're supposed to be in the middle of British summer, and that means a lot of rain. So it's raining outside right now, where in theory it should be beautifully covered in sunshine, but that's not the case, because this is Britain, and that's how it happens here. Texture. Alright. So yeah, guys, I've gone over the Comic Cons I'll be going to this year. I've gone over about my ambitions towards this YouTube channel, which they never really come through. But I'll definitely try and make more of an effort this time. See how it goes. As I always say, if you guys have any ideas or recommendations on how or where to, what direction to take the channel towards, do let me know. I'm all open for hearing what you guys have to say about it. Of course, I would like to see the channel growing a bit. That'll be nice. It'll be a nice place to sort of come in and do something different, while related to my work, obviously. Right. Okay. So let's do this here. Now you see here this bit of the sword is a bit odd, it's a bit weird. I mean, this was from my sketchbook. So on my sketchbook, I'm usually really messy. I don't really care. I'm not very precious with my sketchbook. As many of you may know, if you've seen some of my past videos related to sketchbook work. So when I have a sketch like this, I don't know where to go with it. I use the blue ink to sort of do a double sketch thing, and I'm not sure where this is going. So right now I'm improvising, and this may not go right. This may go terribly wrong, but it's in a different layer. It's in blue ink, which means I'll be able to see the difference between this and the original sketch. And if I use it, I can go over it in black lines, and it'll be okay. As I said, I'm just sort of making this up as I go. I made it terrible, but still I try. See? Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Let's break it up a bit. Obviously, I try not to get into too much detail because this is just a sketch, but yeah. Just need to work out how it's going to go into the sword. Yep, I'm okay with that. Alright, so now we can lower the opacity on that. And go over it and fix anything that I don't like about it. So, let's do that. Oh. So I think at this level of close-up, you can see how this brush I'm using has this really nice texture that sort of makes it look less digital, and I think it really works with my style. It's a bit wobbly, it's a bit messy and tidy, which I like. So yeah, I think that's another great thing about Hyle's brushes. It's got such a wide range of brushes. You're bound to find a brush that works with your style and your type of illustration. Oh, okay, so I've got a question on the comments. Do you use an app to record your synthetic screen like this? Right, no, it's not an app. Well, I mean, yes. If you go to the FAQs, I'm giving YouTube technical answers, which is silly, since I'm not an expert. If you go to, if you have a channel on YouTube, they recommend a few, they call them decoders to be used for you to do live streams. And I'm using one of the ones they recommended for me, since I have a Mac, and it's called OBS. So OBS is the decoder I'm using to do the live stream. So there you go. That's how I'm doing it. Yes, it is an application for my computer, and that's how this live stream is happening. Okay, that's done. That's all it. How are we doing for yeah, for size? I think we're good. I think we can carry on with this leg. Maybe want to make this little bit of fabric a lot longer. Yeah, let's try that. let's do that. Let's get a bit of perspective here. And try and keep the proportions right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't worry too much about following the original lines from the sketch. As long as you can see in your head where it's going, it's fine. And you know, as you can tell, the sketch is not very detailed. It's more of a guide as to where to go. Yeah, I like it. I like to keep it like that, sort of loose. Okay, let's do a star here instead. I'm really into these stars with lots of points. Yeah. I don't like this one, for example. Let's do something different here. Let's do this. Hey, no problem. Just answering to the messages on the live stream. I was certain no one was going to join this live stream since I didn't announce it, but what do you know? It's actually people watching it. And of course, you guys who will watch the replay on the channel, this is mainly for you guys, so you can forgive me for my neglect. Okay, so back to this. Let's do a few cuts on her skin here. I'm not sure if I want to do this. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Alright, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm gonna sort of black out all of this side, I think. Yeah, I even did it in my sketch. I think it's gonna give it a nice contrast with the sword. So let's do that now. Let's go for the sword. Boom. I'm actually surprised that line came through in one go. It usually goes a bit wide. That's okay. It's not the greatest, but should do for now. Yeah, you see? That one. I may try and amend this later. We'll see. Cool. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I told you, this doesn't always go my way. And now I can see how wonky this one was. Let's see. Fucking hell. Oh, let me get closer. Boom. We'll leave it at that. And my wrist is usually a very shaky wrist. And that's why my drawings look a bit sort of wobbly sometimes. And most people think it's part of the style, but it's just part of my lack of being able to hold my pencil still. Okay, so that's a sword for now. Let's try and finish this whole thing. Now you see I have a problem with this knee protector thing here. So we're gonna bring in our blue ink layer again, and then we're gonna see what can be done. My issue with it is that it looks a bit too simple, a bit too small. Let's give it full capacity here just to see how it works. So right now I'm looking at the bigger screen to see how this is working. Yeah, I prefer that, I think. Now I'm trying to think if it's got the right angle. I think it does. Let's change it slightly. So the angle, these markings, they usually change the angle of things a bit. So now I'm making it look a bit more straighter, and they will change the angle on this as well. Ah, no, that went too far. That's a lot better. Alright, okay. Go back to lower the opacity on this, and... oh shit, you know what? I haven't saved this file as a new file. and I may be saving on top of the other file. Yeah, still called Botanist Warrior. So let's save that as, what shall we call it? I'm gonna call it Geometry Warrior. Because that's what I can come up with right now. See? Okay. Boom. Okay. Now we can save that and make sure we keep on saving. We don't want to have an accident and then lose everything. Right. Go back to black ink.
そのうち気づくわよ。大人になるってことは近づいたり離れたりを繰り返してお互いがあまり傷つかずに済む距離を見つけ出すってことよ。そうなるといいわね。
I think the usual questions for when I'm doing digital work on live streams is about my tablet. So I'm going to answer a few of those right now, just in case. The tablet I'm using right now is Cintiq, 13 inches. So I think it's one of the smallest ones you can get. I mainly got it because I used to have my studio in a very small flat. And I thought if I go any bigger, I wouldn't be able to maneuver properly. Also, it was bloody expensive to get a bigger one, so I went for the cheapest one they have, which is this one. And I have no complaints so far. Few people online think I use iPad Pro and do my stuff. It's not something I have a lot of experience. I've done it for fun, of course, but proper session. So it's just not this one. It's not something I'm working on right now. So yeah, if I do try it properly, I'll let you guys know how it fares at least. Yeah, it's pretty good. A bit pricey. I think the work is serious for business. I think the work change the way you design about what you make with them, how you use them. Yeah, don't that goes with any paper, anything. That goes thinking because you're going to use a certain material, a certain tool, it's going to improve your work, because that's not the case. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but that's a common misconception. And I used to do that when I was at university. I would see very famous illustrators working in a certain medium, and I would think, oh, this is it. I'll use that, and then I'll be just as good as them. Which, eventually found out that's not the case. So, yeah. How am I going to do this? I don't really know. Well, let's see. I think I like it. So now you see for this, since I am using digital stuff, I can just make a shape, and then I'll just follow it slowly. Why don't I just use the shape that I'm making? The answer is, if I do that, it doesn't feel as organic, at least in my eyes. While I want the circle to look decent and like an actual circle, I don't want it to look like a vector, perfect circle. So I'll just use it as a guide. There we go. And take it from there. So I'm just going to lower the opacity on this. Smaller. There, yeah. And alright, let me use a different layer for that, just in case. Ooh, what happened to my film? Just give me a second, guys. Okay, well, my film is not working, but I'm doing something very important here. So, alright, so now we have a new layer, and we can go and use it as a guide to stay in a normal circle shape without it looking like a perfect vector circle. Boom. Okay, now we can take that one off. And you can see how wonky it still looks, but that's the effect sort of look I'm going for. Ooh, no, actually, that's really bad. Forget that. Let's try that again. Let's make it slightly bigger. I wish I could put music, but I think if I play music, even if I'm just listening to it, the videos get cancelled. They get that copyright infringement thing. So that's why I can't listen to music while I do the live streams. Okay. Ooh, let's have a look. Boom. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, now let's do some of those juicy lines from the original sketch. Okay, a few of those. And as I said, part of my work is for things not to look too straight, too perfect. So that's why I don't use the shapes. That's why everything looks so wobbly. Let's see. Let's do a few more here. And a few more here. Okay. Let's have a look. That's how we're looking, guys. Oh, let me blind the blue layer. I think that's looking right. So it's just about doing the filling, all the black bits that we're going to fill in. So let's do that. My film is back. Okay. So filling. Let's do something here. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Then we have the filling thing. Okay. So as I said, where possible, I'll try and do it by hand like this. It's not the most efficient, but I do like the effect of sort of the scribbles filling in the screen. So that kind of works for me, I think. Let's try and do it a bit here. Okay. You see, here I don't want this to mix together like that, so I'm gonna make a line here, separating them. Then now I can fill it in properly. There we go. So this is why it's a lot easier to do live streams than just prepare a whole video. So with a video, I feel like you have to think of a whole theme, and it feels a bit strange, isn't it? Alright, okay. Sorry, my live stream went off for a bit, and I'm still quite unsure as to how YouTube works with the stream going away. Alright, well, let's look into this. I'll look into that later. It may be that what I'm saying now is not being recorded, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to try and finish this. I'm filling in with a bucket here, so I'm doing that. There's that. Okay, here. Hey, Amir. Hey. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure whether I'm still broadcasting or not. Broadcasting, listen to me. If I'm still streaming. It looks like I'm not, but I'll carry on either way. Yeah. So I'm going to talk a lot less since I'm not sure if I'm still live streaming. So we want all of this in black. I think it's my internet connection being really shitty now. Okay. Do it like this. Yeah. And yeah, I think my my live stream just died, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work with the recorded version. Either way, I'll carry on here. I'll check later, and then I'll learn from this live stream. And if it's really shitty, then I'll just I won't do this kind of live streams again. I'll try and do proper videos. We'll take it from there. Okay. This is it, guys. I think we have most of the character that I wanted to get in. I think anything else is just embellishing stuff, which I don't mind doing now and then. Embellishing bits, embellishing bits. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my internet right now. I've got a feeling it's not live streaming, and I'm just talking to myself right now. Okay. Yeah, guys, I think we got it. I think this is it. Like this. Good, good, good. Right. This is the thing. The live stream is really spoiled right now. Okay. I think that's that, guys. So you've seen it going from this into this, and then that with the filling. And you saw how I use sort of a different layer with blue ink to fix bits that I'm not sure about. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks for whoa. Chill out. Nice one. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll do more of this, and my internet will be a lot better when I do it. And then I'll do some proper videos. Okay, thanks a lot, guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Bye.